Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahawashi, Ba'asham, Rakakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone who rule well. And shalom to the hopeful elect. This video is called Yahawashi is Solomon. And as the title reads, I'm gonna the title of the video basically alludes to what the video is about. The fact that Yahawashi is indeed, or was in a past life, Solomon. Okay, because reincarnation's in the Bible. So I just want to get straight into it. So I'm going to kick it off with Matthew 1:1. Matthew 1:1, the book of the generation. The word generation means basically goes back to the word gene, okay? Which word gene is seed. So it's talking about the book of the lineage or the seed of Yahawashi HaMashiach. So he's talking about Yahawashi as a lineage as it goes through, because going into the ancient, the times of past, not in this modern day era that we have of wickedness and confusion, you would have had your lineage or your papers, or you could say your birth certificate, for lack of a better word, your papers, you would have had your lineage going back to your forefathers, okay, and that would denote who you are as a man. There's examples of that, men that call in Nehemiah or Ezra, I can't remember which book, about Levites that wanted to take up office within, within priesthood. I can't remember properly, but they basically were denied because they couldn't show their papers. So they weren't allowed to touch none of the holy instruments because they couldn't be proved, because they didn't want to take that risk. So it showed you how important those papers were. So this reads, the book of the generation of Yahawashi HaMashiach, his lineage, the son of David, the son of Abraham. Okay, so it tells you that Yahawashi is the son of David, which the son of David was Solomon, and the son of Abraham, which the son of Abraham was Isaac. So it's saying that Yahawashi in times past was Abraham's son, Isaac, and King David's son, being Solomon. So that's proof. On that note, I can end the video, say shalom. I ain't gonna do that, but that's how pretty the Lord's word is. Simple, man. If you can't get that, then the Lord ain't. I'm gonna continue anyway. Matthew 12:42. The queen of the south shall rise up in judgment with this generation and shall condemn it. Okay, Queen of Sheba. For she came to the utmost parts of the earth to the head of wisdom of Solomon. And she came. She wanted to hear what Solomon had to say. She didn't come there to get piped and run off with his child. That wouldn't have run. She would have been in his household. And that just didn't happen. Okay, because it's not recorded in the word. So she came to hear the wisdom of Solomon. And behold, a greater than Solomon is here. So she basically said, Yahawashi said, look, Queen Sheba would condemn this generation because she came to hear the word of Solomon, his great wisdom. But Yahawashi let them know, I'm greater than Solomon. Why did he say that? Because he's Solomon in the reincarnation. In the life, as his life of Solomon was great. He had wisdom, but what happened? He had a stain upon his life, being that he went off and built. What did he? He built temples onto his wives of idols, man. Okay, because he was blindly in love, man. So basically, that shows you that, Yahawashi was greater than Solomon. He was him in the past life, and he was greater than him because in his lifetime as Yahawashi, he didn't commit a sin at all. So it's Luke 1:32. He shall be great and shall be. This is talking about Yahawashi. As it reads I'll start from 31 actually. And behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb. The word conceive, Mary did get popped by Joseph, man. Okay, Yahawashi had a spiritual father, being the Most High Power Yahweh, but he had a fleshly father, which when you go to this book saying the same thing, Luke, but Matthew, when you read it through, it tells you that Joseph was his father. Okay, through the lineage, because there's a lineage of fathers, I lie. All right. And behold, thou shalt conceive. The word conceive means to hold. Hold what? Seed in thy womb, and bring forth a son, and shall call his name Yahawashi. Okay, so it reads on. He shall be great, and shall be called the Son of the Highest, because he was the Son of the Most High in the flesh. And the Lord power shall give unto him the throne of his father David. Okay, so who was the father of, who was the son of David? Solomon. And he gave that throne. This is reincarnation. This is a cycle being produced again. You know, life is full of cycles, basically. Like, you know the famous saying that history repeats itself, because the same people are coming down, same spirits coming down on earth and repeating the same doing the same things they did before. And he shall reign over the house of Jacob forever, and of this kingdom there shall be no end. And that's the kingdom of heaven. Okay. Now this same thing that was said unto Solomon. I'm gonna back this point up. This is 2 Samuel 7:12. Okay. And when thy days be fulfilled, and thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, I will set up thy seed after thee, which shall proceed out of thy bowels, and I will establish his kingdom. He shall build a house for my name, and I will establish his throne of his kingdom forever. Now, when Solomon, this happened in the time of King Solomon. But what happened? You read the book of Ecclesiastes, Solomon even says that he, you know, all his vanity, the whole book, he's talking about the vanity of his life, saying that he's accumulated great wealth and riches and great wisdom. But then at the end of all of it, he's just going to leave it on to someone that's not as wise as him. So he was lamenting that he could give it to his son, which he did, Rehoboam, and he squandered all that wealth and lost half the kingdom. Well, lost all but saved Benjamin, and Levi ended up getting it up in the mix because they got kicked out by Jeroboam, because he said that they would basically make them have to go back to Jerusalem and then take away his kingdom from his hand. All right. So this was done during the time of Solomon, because you had 40 years of peace. But then after that, it was a wrap, man. But that was to a figure of things to come, because Yahawashi, what is Yahawashi known as? The cornerstone that the builder set anew. And basically, he is that core. Let me quickly go into that quickly. Acts 4. Let me scroll through. Bear with me one moment. Yeah. This is Acts 4:10. Be it known unto you all, and to all the people of Israel, that by the name of Yahawashi of Nazareth, whom ye crucified, whom Yahweh raised from the dead, even by him doth this man stand here before you whole. This is the stone which was set anew of ye builders, which has become the head of the corner. So these wicked high priests, Pharisees, and Sanhedrin, that whole council that was running Israel at the time, they basically took Yahawashi was meant to be laid as a cornerstone for the governing of the people, but they said we ain't gonna build with his foundation. We're gonna put him aside, and they built basically on sand, man, because they're basically been allotted to death, man, to judgment of Yahweh Shai. But then that stone they put aside got taken up by the righteous and was built into the temple of the Most High, being the third temple. Okay, and now this is Amos 9 and 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen. How did it fall? It fell going back to 70 AD, okay, when Jerusalem fell. But then really and truly, you know, when the churches passed away, and we would basically know people basically through slavery, and now we've been risen up, okay? been risen up and we know who we are. Okay, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David, which that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof. So all the breaches is all those gaps is gonna be closed up so that it can be a sturdy and sure building, man. And this is talking about the third temple, which is a spiritual house, because all the elect of the nation of Israel, lively stones that build up the tabernacle of Yahawashi, also known as the body of Yahawashi. So we will have a part to play within the body of Yahawashi in order for it to be established, which is the third temple. And I will raise up his ruins, because it is ruined, and it's going to be raised up. And I will build it as in the days of old. Okay? So it's going to be built as in the days of old. And the days of old, it's going to be, the elect's going to be established, because the elect really was established before the world was even established. That's why Yahawashi has spoken the Lord's Prayer about let thy will be done on earth as in heaven. And the will of the Heavenly Father is to govern the earth in righteousness as it is in heaven. That's why even Moses, when he made the tabernacle, he did it as a figure of things that was shown to him in the heavens. Okay? Because that was pertaining to the third temple, which is going to be established upon earth in its last days. Okay? So where that temple? So I'll go back to where I was before. This is 2 Samuel 7 and 12. And when the days be fulfilled, and when thy days be fulfilled, and thou shalt sleep with thy father, I'll set up thy seed after thee, which shall proceed out of thy bowels, and I will establish his kingdom. He shall build a house for my name. So in the time of Solomon, he built the first temple, okay, which was fitting because Yahawashi built the first temple in the heavens. It tells you that in Colossians 1, that he made everything and made the elect, and alongside Yahawashi, alongside with the elect, made the whole world. Okay, that was the Elohim spoke of in Genesis, the first chapter. All right, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. All right, you know what? To get this, man, the Spirit's got to be on you, man. You know, you can't just say this. You know what I mean? It's some deep information. So, this is a blessing, man. He shall build a house for my name, and I will establish his throne of his kingdom forever. Did Solomon's kingdom get established forever? No. That's why we're in slavery right now. All right? So Solomon's kingdom, what's Yahawashi known as? The king of peace. All right? And he's going to establish that kingdom of peace in his day. All right? I will be his father, and he shall be my son. What was Yahawashi known as in Luke? What we just read, Luke 1:32-33. Known as the son of Yahweh. Okay? I will be his father, he shall be my son. If he commit any iniquity, now this is going into another part of the lesson. If he commit any iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of men and with the stripes of the children of men. Now, when did that happen to Solomon? Solomon died an old man. All right? He didn't get he had 40 years of peace. When he died, that's when everything went belly up. All right? So when was he chastised by the stripes of men? Show you. This is 1 Peter's 2 verse 24. Actually, I'm going to start from 21 and read to 25. For even hereunto were ye called, because Yahawashi also suffered for us. That's right, Yahawashi suffered for the nation of Israel, starting with the elect, and then that extends through the elect, that extends onto the whole nation of Israel, because the elect are going to replenish the earth, okay, with the seed of Israel, which then will bring back those that are destroyed, okay? Because Yahawashi also suffered for us, leaving us an example that we should follow in his steps. That's right, that we should basically make our bodies a living sacrifice for the word, basically, as it tells you in Romans 12:1. Verse 22, who did no sin, neither was guile found in his mouth. So he did no sin. He didn't do it. He didn't set a foot wrong. He was blameless. Verse 23, who when he was reviled not again. When he suffered, he threatened not. But committed himself to him that judges righteously. So he went there. It tells you he was led as a lamb to the slaughter, man. Who his own self bare our sins in his body on the tree, that we being dead to sin should live unto righteousness, by whose stripes ye were healed. Okay, so Yahawashi suffered what? Stripes. Okay, so those stripes that Yahawashi received, that was for what? For our healing. But then also he put his own sins were put upon him in that time, because that was the only time that prophecy that was spoke of in the book of 2 Samuel 12 and 14 was fulfilled. All right, that shows you reincarnation. Because if that didn't happen then, when did it happen, man? The Lord said he's not the author of confusion, nor does any words come out of his mouth void. So when did that happen, man? And if you got, man, if you can't see that, the Lord ain't dealing with you, man. It's pretty straightforward. Reincarnations in the Bible. Yahawashi is Solomon in the reincarnate. Yahawashi, Solomon is was reincarnated as Yahawashi. Okay, because they're one and the same spirit. For ye were as sheep gone astray, but are now returned unto the shepherd and bishop of your souls. So with that, man, I pray you were edified. Shalom.